Okay, all right, guys. Uh, next, um, after I losing out these bolts up here at the heat shield, um, feel free to have an adapter on the battery driller, and just losing these bolts out. Feel free if if you want to use uh, the electric tool, the battery tool, or the wrenches. Don't matter. I would think the electric tool would be faster if you're working like somewhere out up here, but it's harder to get if you want to use the battery driller like all the way down there or under here inside the engine. It's just gonna be harder. But for something up here, feel free to use it. So after losing out these bolts up here, um, the heat, the exhaust heat shield cover. Just keep my bolts somewhere. Well, actually, you can keep it on here. Just take out this shield cover and put the bolt back on. For my engine now, it's just gonna be harder to take this heat shield off. I just realized that when I take it off. So either I have to take this. I would have to take this engine holder, this bracket right here, the engine holder brackets. I have to take this out in order to take this shoe off. So it's just gonna be more work for me, and also it might hit this radiator hose too when I'm trying to take it off. So I have a way to losing the exhaust downpipe bolts by not having to take these off because I saw the bolts already. One of the bolts is like right here. You can see right there. I don't know if you can see the bolts, but um, one of the bolts is like right there. It's really dark in there. It's just right there at my finger where I pointed, and I can losing it with a socket and an extension. And the other bolt is over here. The other bolt is on the front side right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just really dark. Let me put my lights here if you guys can see it. Now this light's not gonna work either. Um, it's just too dark for you to see it. But you know where the downpipe bolts. One is right here. Let's see if we get a better view. One is right here, and the other one is on the other side. That's it. It's actually right there. So I don't know if my wrenching socket extension will get to it, but I'll try. But first I would have to take out this AC hose here because it's on the way. I can't turn my wrenches with this on. See, if I know that, I would leave this off, but because I have no AC, so I can just take this hose off. But I installed it anyway just to have the appearance looks right, not leaving any holes, because I have to block some holes with the aluminum. I have to cut it and block it. I don't want to do it with this hose, so I just leave the hose on. But now I'm gonna have to take it off. So I have to take it off to actually get to that downpipe bolts there. It's just really narrow space to work with. But this side over here, I can just easily use my wrench and turn it here. If worst scenario case, I'm gonna have to take out my radiator. The radiator right here is just on the way because I can't really use the extension bar too. I can't really use it because it's just the space is so narrow. I can just put my wrenches down there, but I doubt I'll have any space. You see, the only space I will have is like right here, just turning like right there, just like that. So I mean, I can put a extension bar because I still got space over here, so just turn it out. But over here, I don't know. I have to take this hose out first because that's on the way. And then, yeah, I can get down to this bolt here, no problem. But I just gotta take this hose out. So I gotta take a 8mm. I think it's an 8mm, and take out that bolt right there. Take this hose out, and hopefully I don't need to take this bracket off to take the heat shield off because that's gonna be a lot of work. And then uh, I'm gonna use BP blast on the downpipe bolts, all those bolts right there. I'm gonna use a little straw to spray inside there. You need a straw to kind of spray inside of that bolts there, somehow just try to spray onto the bolts, uh, and uh, and then my next step will be I'm thinking about losing the bolt down here uh, first using the PB blast um, with a hammer and a socket. Try to lose it first. See this bolt right here? This is the downpipe bolt, downpipe muffler down here. This is the gasket I need to change right there. This bolt is losing right here. It's good, but the bolt up here seems to be harder. Yeah, because it's never losing before. So now I can let you guys see this bolt right here. Definitely need to lose. Um, the gap seems like it's open, so I don't think it's gonna be hard for me to loosen this bolt up here like that. I'm just gonna spray some BP blast up there. Make sure you wear your goggle glass, okay, and mask if you have to. I mean, it's just gonna be rust falling into your eyes. Um, but use BP blast, spray like 3 squirt right there, spray right here at the gaps. Don't spray at the bolt. This is not gonna help. Spray at the gap, okay, or back here where the bolts, where the bolts is screw into, okay, and just spray on there for 2-3 times and leave it on there for a minute or two, and then use a hammer and bang. Don't bang the bolts. Bang on the front of the bolt. Don't bang at the where you can put the socket on, because it's gonna mess up the thread of the socket, and you can't use the socket to turn the bolts. Okay, just bang it from here, bang it in, and then bang some over here, bang like on this side. Okay, bang it a couple of times for the penetrate the BP penetrate into, this liquid will penetrate into those gaps, and hopefully it gets into the thread. Worst scenario case, I'm gonna have to use a candle with a light and melt the candle down to these gaps or bolts. So, because I find out another technique like that way people have been doing to loosen out the freeze bolts or any nuts that's freeze. A candle, melted wax candle with a lighter down here, heat it up, and the candle put it up here, and the wax is gonna fall down to the thread, and it's just, you can lose it easier that way. And there's other technique too. And while I'm spraying the BP blast, take a socket and trying to loosen these bolts out. I think this is like a 17 millimeter bolts, either 16 or 17. Try to lose it out a little by little and tighten it in. After you loosen out a little, tighten it in, turn it in, and then loosen it out again. Just keep doing that, and while you do it, spray BP blast too, okay? And hopefully that works. But this is like the technique to work down here. But if it won't, I'm gonna have to drop this exhaust system down to the ground so I can work easier. But I'm gonna try to do that first, okay? And then work my way down. Oh yeah, another thing I need to mention to you is go ahead and go inside the car and uninstall the OC sensor wires right there. See the OC sensor wire? Uh-huh. Uninstall that. It's inside the driver's side seat. It's under the driver's side seats. So I'm gonna have to take out the seats and losing the wire down there, the OC sensor wire. That's one of it. There's actually two. One from up here in the front. Gonna have to oh, first thing first, if dealing with wire, I forgot to mention you guys is go ahead and don't have any key inside the car. Go ahead and lose this off, okay? Lose the negative battery off when you work on electronic, because when I'm uninstall the when I unplug the OC sensor wire, yeah, I'm gonna have to unplug the negative battery wire first before I do it. So this is the front OC sensor wire. Disconnect it, okay? Disconnect this one. This is the front. If I'm gonna lower the downpipe, I'm gonna have to disconnect this wire. I'm gonna disconnect this wire and losing this hose right here. This hole right here. Both of these. Okay? And then the OC sensor nearby the driver's seat, just go ahead and take the seat off or get under there and losing that OC sensor. If I'm gonna lose the whole system, the exhaust system down. I'm gonna have to lose that OC sensor over there too. So that's the only two OC sensor wire I have to lose to drop the whole exhaust system down. If worst scenario case, I have to drop it down to loosen the bolts, but I'm gonna try to lose the bolts nuts from the top. Okay, when it's installed right now, I'm trying to lose it with all kind of material, all kind of tools I can first. And when I do it, when I loosen the bolt, I'll make a video and show you guys how I do it. Okay, so that's it for this video here. It's an update on tuning up my 98 Eclipse. This is more than a tune up because I have to change the exhaust gasket and the oil pan gasket. So it's more than a tune up. Also, I'm gonna go through. I have to change all the spark plug, like I mentioned you guys earlier on the first video. I already losing out the spark plug wire, but I'm gonna have to do that soon because I don't want anything to fall under it. So either do it now or tighten it down. Okay, I really don't want to lose it like this, but that's why I don't want to do too many things at once. Just finish one at a time. Okay. Sometimes I do get ahead of myself, just trying to do everything at once, but that's I try to organize it, try to do one thing at a time only. Okay, guys. So that's it for now, guys. See you in my next uh, updated video on how to tune up my car. And just keep looking out my next video, guys. Thanks for watching.